Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's your boy, Matt Talks Films, and I'm back with another review. It's a film I love. It's my third favorite film of the year. Sorry, F1. Superman. He has returned, and no, I'm not talking about Superman Returns. I'm not talking about Man of Steel. He has returned, directed by James Gunn. A whole new Star 2 universe created and crafted very well by James Gunn. This is the start of it, and what a start. Superman. This is the first solo Superman since the 2013 catastrophe in Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder, starring Henry Cavill, starring Amy Adams, starring Michael Shannon, Russell Crowe, Kevin Costner, and somehow that movie was disastrous pile of shit. This movie that I watched twice in the past 24 hours is not that. It is 1,000 times the movie that Man of Steel is, and goddamn it, it is glorious. Welcome back, guys. This is Superman. This plot, first most importantly, makes sense. There is some logic to this crazy world that we are thrown into every time, finally. The past couple films we have gotten from this franchise and from the overall character of Superman has made no sense. This makes sense. Not only that, the Superman character we get in this film is relatable, and he is incredibly human despite him being an alien figure. He is great. David Cornsweet might be the best Superman we have ever gotten, and that says a lot because Christopher Reeves, rest in peace, is forever immortalized in the world of cinema. He is forever praised for what he accomplished in the Superman franchise, the original one, and he is arguably still the best Superman, but honestly, this is the best Superman has ever been on the big screen for me. It is certainly the best Superman of the 21st century by the long slide. This is great, and I'm kind of confused by the mixed reviews I'm seeing by people I actually like and trust saying they don't like this movie. That is shocking to me because since the opening sequence kind of left me worried for a second, but after that opening sequence, what I got after that was worth the price of admission times 10. I saw this opening night on Friday, IMAX, an hour away, packed stadium, and it was electric. The crowd loved it. I loved it. Everyone was into it, whether it was laughing, whether it was being inspired and in awe by the action and the fulfilling nature of the film. Everyone was involved and feeling it. Superman saves people in this movie. Whoa! Zack Snyder, did you hear that? Superman saves people in this movie. He saves people. Oh my god, he's relatable and almost human-like, and you're rooting for him? What? Can you believe that, Zack Snyder? Can you believe that? Don't think you can, because you're not doing these movies anymore, thank God. James Gunn brings back the Superman that everyone loves. Whether you are old, whether you're young, if you've seen the original Superman, that's Superman. And this is the Superman that we get. He's incredibly relatable. He is incredibly humane, despite him being perfect in accomplishing all these unearthly things and saving the world time and time again. Superman should be relatable. He should be humane. He should not want to kill people. He should not be killing people regardless of the situation he's in because he's strong enough to stop the killing of other people. Also, he should be saving people, as I said, and he saved people. Let me say that again. He saved people, and we haven't got that in a while. Clark Kent, Superman, should also be someone who struggles, despite him being alien. He should struggle with the incredibly humane feelings of romance and who you want to be in life and where you are going and what you want to do. And he struggles with that in this film. And also, he's not even though he's pretty much immortal, he gets his ass kicked time and time again. You don't want Superman to just be kicking ass the whole time. Yes, it's awesome to finally see him do it towards the end of this movie, but you want to be build up to that. You want to be fulfilled when that ass kicking unfolds. And this film does that. The fulfilling nature of the action sequence that you see later on in this film is very fulfilling because it works up to that. You get to see Superman get his ass kicked by Bravian Hammer. You get to see that. Even though that's someone else that we find out later in the movie, you get to see that. You get to see him get his ass kicked by Metamorphosis, who is under Lex Luthor's will and is able to make himself into Kryptonite to hurt Superman in his imprisonment. You get to see all this, and it's super fulfilling once you get to the end of this movie because it's so beautifully done by James Gunn. It's just everything anyone's been asking for from the Superman franchise, and I can't get enough of it. I am elated. The relationship between Lois Lane and Superman is at its best. It's at least at its best since the Margot Kidder and Reeves pairing. It is just wonderfully done. Rachel Brosnan as Lois Lane is great. And listen, I have to say it. I have to pay my respects. It's the sexiest Lois Lane has ever looked on the big screen. Shout out to Amy Adams and Kidder. Rachel Brosnan's on another level. She is just sexy and illuminating in this movie. Honestly, both of them look amazing. Corn Sweat and Brosnan, they look great. Jimmy Olsen, a character that's quirky and kind of cool. Not cool, but cool to watch in the first two movies of this franchise. In the other movies of this franchise and of this character, he's forgettable, but this movie makes him memorable and makes him one of the best parts of this movie. Jimmy Olsen, what a character in this movie, what a time is had with him. Incredible comedic presence by the actor of Jimmy Olsen in this movie. I couldn't have had more fun with him and his plot line and what he contributes to this movie. We get introduced to the Justice Gang with Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl. I was worried about that trio before this movie, and they delivered as well. They were a fun part of this movie. Guy Gardner, silent MVP, top 5 favorite character for me in this movie. Great part of the movie. And they also stand for something at the end, and they also stand with what Superman stands with at the end, which is great. You know, while Superman is occupied by another world-ending thing, they are out there to help him in another side of the world where he cemented himself in being involved in, and they help him because it's the right thing to do, which is all what it's all about. Superman, despite not being on Earth, should be all about humanity and saving and preserving it and standing up for what's right. And in this film is the epitome of that. Superman is standing up for what's right. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, this is super political and woke movie. Shut up. It is not. It is not overbearing. It is not suffocating. What James Gunn does here with the story and the plot line is very relatable and very, very relatable, especially due to the climate of the world we are in today. It is very, very touching, the story we get, and it's done in a very sophisticated and neatly touched manner. It's just done very poetically and it's very nice. And this, honestly, I'm not mad at it at all, and I wasn't uncomfortable by it because honestly, it was nice to see him. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is the best Lex Luthor we have had since Gene Hackman, the legend. Rest in peace to you as well, the legend. He might even be better than Gene Hackman. The presence that Nicholas Hoult has here is something to truly be in awe of. I mean, he has Robert Downey Jr. and Oppenheimer presence. He has Amadeus type presence. Like, he is like that in this movie. He is fucking great, and honestly, almost steals every scene he is in. So great. I mean, every character and every actor here delivers. I mean, I can't think of a bad performance here. David Cornsweet is born to play Superman. He's just born to do it. He exudes everything perfectly, and he executes it perfectly. Because what James Gunn gives him is something truly substance-filled and substance-worthy, and he displays that perfectly. Henry Cavill, I think he's not a great actor, but what Zack Snyder gave him as substance matter, as Superman, was not very good, so we truly never know what he was capable of, despite him looking perfectly aesthetically for the character. Not only does Cornsweet look perfect as Superman, has the build, has the stat, he also has the charm, comedic ability, and the humane aspect to this character that every Superman should have. He just delivers on all fronts, and I couldn't be more happy with the performance he has. I smell a trilogy for him. He's going to be doing big things with this character, and I can't wait. I can't wait. It's great. I'm going to get in a couple spoilers. Ultimately, the rating of this film for me is pretty easy and simple. It's my third favorite film of the year. 4.5 out of 5. Despite its imperfections, I oversee them, and I think it's a great film. I think it's overtaken the summer blockbuster of 2025. Like, F1 is great, but I think this is the better film, and it's the film that I'll be revisiting more than F1, despite F1 being great on a lot of fronts. So 4.5 out of 5 for me. 90 out of 100. I loved it. It's my third favorite film of the year. Spoilers. This is 3 decades since Superman has come to Earth. It's been 3 years since Superman has announced himself to the world. And it's been 3 weeks since Superman has got himself involved in a war. And that war is between Baravia and Jahanpur. And it's something we've never seen done with Superman in the entirety of the franchise, where he is so hopeful for humanity and wants to preserve humanity and help everyone that he gets himself involved in an international affair. And it's great, because obviously it's touching on Israel versus Palestine, but it's greater than that because we've never seen Superman in that element in such a complicated manner. He invades this war to help Jahanpur, which is the much smaller country in this scenario compared to Baravia. Baravia has all the military things they need. They have all the money funded by Lex Luthor, and they want to conquer Jahanpur so they can have more of that country. As we find out later in the film, Lex Luthor wants that country so he can make it his own utopia, Lutherania or something along those lines. So that's one of the reasons why he wants to be in this war. Another reason he wants to be in this war is so he has an excuse to kill Superman, because he knew Superman would get involved in that war one way or another, and he wanted the government, the U.S. government, on his side. So that's a really neat plot line, and it's a really good villain that we get especially compared to the predecessors of this movie. It's a really simple but unique plot line that we get, and it's really fulfilling because Superman is standing up for the right thing, and the obstacles he has to face before this are very troubling. We open this movie with braving the Hammer, as we find out later in the movie is Ultraman, which is a clone of Superman, beating up Superman, and he's losing his first battle on Earth. So everyone is watching him, a mere immortal, get conquered for the first time. And that's another dynamic. Superman shouldn't completely be unbeatable. He should take his blows because he, one, doesn't want people to die. Two, that's what every great superhero should consist of. Getting their ass beat once in a while and not making them seem completely immortal and not have this plot armor. And this movie shows that. And I think that is great. Another great thing about this movie, which is the ultimate Pocket Universe aspect of this movie, which leads to subsequent black holes that we get. Pocket Universe is a place that Lex Luthor has created within this universe to hold prisoners and to use it as a transportation system to go to Baravia and talk to the president there and formulate all these plans and etc. He has all these pocket universes that are not all explored around the world, so he can do what he needs to do. And the pocket universe comes into play because Mr. Terrific, who's a part of the Justice Gang, as Guy Gardner calls it, helps Lois Lane find Superman, who is imprisoned by Lex Luthor later on in the film, because Superman willingly turns himself in due to the fact that the whole world now knows that his parents sent him here for another reason, despite Superman not knowing that. Superman had this recording of his parents when he was sent to Earth, saying how much hope they have for him and how much hope he can provide for humanity and how they want him to succeed and just make the Earth a better place. But the second half of the tape was damaged on its way to Earth, and Superman never listened to it. Lex Luthor is able to transcribe the second half of this tape, and what it truly says is what the true purpose they sent him here for was to conquer a stupider humanity and stupider planet in Earth. And so now the whole world knows and thinks that Superman was sent here to conquer, even though Superman never knew about that, and even if he did know about it, he definitely wouldn't do it. So yeah, that's pretty much the plot here. And then the Pocket Universe comes into play because Superman, once he escapes the Pocket Universe, due to some help from inside and outside, Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane are opening up this Pocket Universe so Superman and company can escape. But the longer they keep it open, the more damage it can do to the rest of the Earth. So Superman finally escapes and it closes completely. And now Mr. Terrific is tasked with making sure that it doesn't expand and create a black hole that ultimately would erase the Earth and suck it all into its black hole. So that's another great plot line. And Lex Luthor knows that it can turn into a black hole, and he makes it turn into a black hole that is ruining Metropolis and all the nearby cities, so it can be a distraction so Baravia can fully invade Jahanpur now, and they can officially destroy Jahanpur once and for all, so that Lex Luthor can have that country all to himself and make it his own pure utopia. Obviously that doesn't go well, and obviously Superman comes up on top. And I don't want to spoil any more because I just think that's such a great plot and such a simple one and such an easy one to follow, and it's not overcomplicated despite me hearing people saying it's overcomplicated. It's super easy to follow, and I loved it. I love the way they went with this plot, and I think it's the best plot they've had in a Superman movie since the first and second one. And you can tell. And I love what they did with Clark Kent's parents. The conversation Clark Kent has with his dad about how a parent isn't supposed to tell a child what they want to do with life, and how proud he is of Clark Kent and what the man he has become is so goddamn great. And I also like how they made them more farmers. It's not Kevin Costner and the other lady who's a really good actress. It is two purebred farmers in a small house, couple cows in the front lawn. It is great. Let me talk about something I didn't like in this movie. Crypto, the dog, is very cute and a good part of this movie, but at times it does seem gimmicky. It does. I didn't like Bradley Cooper as Jor-El. Distracting. Thought it was distracting. I did think the Supergirl cameo at the end was fine. Could have done without it. Maybe could have been a post-credit scene, but wasn't a huge fan of it. That pretty much summarizes what I didn't like. There's not many things I didn't like in this movie. I liked every performance. I liked all the characters, and honestly, maybe that's because I'm biased to Superman, the original one, and I've been waiting for a great Superman since then. Even though I wasn't born then, I've been waiting for a great Superman since then. And rewatching all the movies leading up to this movie, I rekindled the magic and feelings I've had towards the original, and I was praying and hoping that we would get something similar to this, to the originals in this movie, and we did. And honestly, I think it might be even better than the original film. Superman has never looked better. The relationship between Lois and Superman has never been better. Jimmy Olsen, silent MVP, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, everything works so well. The action sequence at the end where the Raptors that work for uh, Lex Luthor, Ultraman battle with Superman, the Raptors attacking Krypto and Superman, all of them swarming on Superman, then he just spins out of it, shoots him with his laser eyes. It is pure cinema, and I loved it. It's my third favorite film of the year. Superman is back and better than ever, and I am so happy this is not the same dog shit film as Man of Steel. James Gunn gets it right. Corn Sweat, I smell a trilogy. I hope we get a trilogy here, and I am so fucking happy with what I got. It's one of my favorite films of the year. I'm geeking out. I'm going to see it for a third time on Sunday because I have nothing better to do, and I love going to the cinema. I even got the $30 promo bucket and 2 drinks with it. Hell fucking yeah. Let's go. Superman, baby. Let's fucking go. We are back. We are so back. What a start to the DCU, and I can't wait to see more of what James Gunn does to this universe. Let's fucking go. Hope you guys see this movie. Hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you guys next time. Eddington comes out this upcoming week. Ari Aster is back. I might have a video before then. Who fucking knows, because I'm a content creator now. Let's go. Superman, baby. He's fucking back. Come on.